Well, hello everyone. The Ontario Gardener here, and I'm back with another Halloween update compact automation tutorial. That's a mouthful, but that's exactly what it is. Today, we're going to be doing pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds is one of those new starter dishes that come from pumpkins. Now, there are 3 pumpkin dishes added. There's a pumpkin pie, there's pumpkin soup, and there's pumpkin seeds. Now, each one of those has waste to them. So you need to deal with the waste. When we're grilling, I guess, cooking pumpkin seeds, the waste is the actual pumpkin itself. So you got to have a way to dispose of that. Now, if you're doing something like pumpkin pie and pumpkin seeds, or pumpkin soup and pumpkin seeds, then you really don't have any waste because you're making both things together. Now, there will be a video out after my initial soup and pie and seeds video where I'm going to be combining all 3 of those into one video to show you how you can automate all 3 of those by using one pumpkin bin. It'll be a pretty intense tutorial, put it that way. I already have it put together for you guys. But anyway, let's rock and roll. So you start out with your pumpkin bin. Now remember, we're making seeds here and we have waste. So the first thing you got to do is, this is similar to how you did it for pumpkin pie. You have to extract the seeds, and you extract them conveniently by using a portioner. And you're using these compact, or I call them compact grabbers, corner grabbers. By taking the pumpkin out, it's going to be seated here, and you're saying, well, you're left with the pumpkin itself. Yeah, well, that's where you use your jiggly bin. Now you could use, you could use a regular bin, you could use the expanded bin, you could use any bin you want, but the jiggly bin I find is the best because after 10 seconds, it goes away. And because of the way that this is set up and this is set up, you could put a prep station onto this if you find yourself having too much pumpkin left compared to how many seeds you're giving out. But typically, you'll be able to have 1 and 2 and 3 pumpkins ready to go, and you'll have the seeds all laid out already. Now, from this, it's very simple. We're going to grab this, and we're going to put this like that. And there you go. And that's all it is, really. Make sure I have everything pointing the right direction. I think I do. We'll give this a test spin. So basically, the pumpkin gets pulled out onto the counter. The portioner portions the seeds out. The seeds go from a corner grabber to the safety hob, from the corner grabber to the frozen prep. Now, again, this grabber and the frozen prep are completely optional, but I don't know why. For me, I don't know. I mean, this could be a regular prep station. It doesn't have to be frozen. But for frozen, obviously, it continues for the next day. Counts over for the next day. And if not, you're only going to have one portion at a time, which, I mean, this is a background thing that runs in the background. As soon as you start your day, which we're going to do right now by going into escape and your new practice mode, you no longer have to go outside. You can. The question mark outside is still there, but you don't have to actually go out there to do it. So you go to practice mode, and you hit enter again, and let's see how this works. See if I have it set up right. Your pumpkin gets seeded. The seeds go to the safety hob. The pumpkin goes to the jiggly bin. And as you see here, while you're waiting, there's always 3 ready to go. And there are your seeds. Look at these. These are your seeds. Pumpkin seeds. And I'm always the ghost. I'm ghost with the chef hat. That's how you know it's me. And there you go. And these cook pretty quickly. I'm not sure as far as the time-wise. We can try to time it 0, 1, 2, 3. You're probably watching the timestamp. Probably 5 seconds it cooks. 4 or 5 seconds to cook that. And there you go. So fairly quickly, not as fast, well, probably the same speed as chips on a safety hob. And there you go. So you see now this is backed up because you have the pumpkin. And it doesn't matter if it's a whole pumpkin or chopped up. It doesn't matter. The bin still takes the same amount of time. It's around that 8 to 10 seconds. But there you go. You actually, before this, until the system backs up, you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then here you're stuck here until the jiggly bin goes. But I mean, I don't think you're going to be going through sides that quickly with this. If you do, the way around this is you could have a prep station here, and you could have the jiggly bin here, so you could have more pumpkins sitting in the prep station, so you could actually have more of these ready to go. And these will just sit like this until this is finished. And then because these seeds are backed up over here, this won't continue through. This will sit here until you're ready to go. So the compact bin will actually have 2 free slots, the bin itself and then the grabber here. If you find yourself going through more of these and how this can keep up, just run an extra grabber up around like this, and then it'll give you some more slots to put the actual pumpkin. If you really wanted to do, you could manually load the pumpkins into here, but again, that's not automation now, is it? And you know me, I'm Ontario Automation King. Not the Automation King. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 2. This is a 2 by 5, a 10 square block. You can't make this any more compact, fully automated. You just can't. We can take this off of here. Let's just show you the cycle go through one more time. It seeds itself, etc., etc. I'm just going to take that one off too. It'll seed itself, jiggly bin, and there you go. And that's pretty simple. If you ask me, it's one of the easier ones to do, but again, you always have waste. This is what makes this pumpkin stuff, this new update, a little bit more difficult because you have waste. You either have seed waste or you have the pumpkin itself waste, unless you have all 3 cards, or even 2 of the 3 cards. If you have this with pumpkin soup, or if you have this with pumpkin pie, then you have no waste because the seeds will get cooked. The pie uses the actual pumpkin cut up. The soup uses the actual pumpkin cut up as well, and there you go. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me for another Halloween. I never say it the same way twice, do I, guys? Another Halloween update tutorial for pumpkins. And I'm always the ghost. I'm always the ghost. You see me on the ghost here. All right, guys, stay tuned for much more. If you like this content, please consider leaving me a subscribe on YouTube. I also stream on Twitch Monday and Wednesday evenings at 9 o'clock Eastern. I do played-up content then as well, and I always have played-up videos on my YouTube channel every single day at 9 a.m. or throughout the day, but I always have one at 9 a.m. Especially over the next few weeks, I'm going to have tons more content for you guys, which I can't wait to share with everybody. If you like this content and my channel as well, please consider leaving me a like and a comment. I always respond to all my commenters, all my fans, all my supporters, either giving you a like, a thumbs up, a heart, or giving you a personalized comment right back. I love interacting with people. And yeah, there you go. This is the most compact seed design you can do, 5 by 2, which gives you 10 squares to have fully automated pumpkin seeds, which is a very cool addition as a starter. And as a side, I guess, but it's not a side, as a starter. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll catch you next time with some more pumpkin fun. Take care now.